This is State Representative Christina Hagan, daughter, sister, and wife to the trades. Working class mother, proud to introduce President Donald J. Trump, the greatest jobs president of my lifetime, who campaigned on and is delivering on ending endless wars, who fought for and protected our nation's most vulnerable citizenry, the unborn, who cut countless job-killing regulations. He reduced taxes for working class families by over $2,000 a year. He renegotiated trade deals to benefit American workers first. He struck multiple peace deals in the Middle East. He's bravely backed our American heroes and defended our law enforcement. He's elevated women to high positions of success, employment, and now the United States Supreme Court. I trust President Donald J. Trump to deliver on kickstarting our economy and keeping our communities safe once more. I can't wait to serve beside him as your Congresswoman so Ohio's 13th Congressional District can start winning again.
Well, Christina, thank you very much, and that's really nice. And wow, you could keep on going with that kind of an introduction. And I want to just thank everybody for being on the call on a Sunday night. And I normally wouldn't be doing this, but Christina's outstanding. And I must tell you, Tim Ryan is terrible. He's not respected by everybody. He's a joke in Washington. And really, we got to get him out. So it's really an equal combination. I think she's great. I think he's absolutely horrible. So I thought I'd do this. And we're busy and we're working very hard. But I just felt I had to do this. And for Ohio's 13th Congressional District and for Christina in particular, she's outstanding. So I just want to thank everybody for being on the call. This is the most important election in the history of our country. I really believe that. I never thought I'd be saying it. Even 2 years ago, I would never have thought I would be saying it. But we have this radical left socialist group, and they'll destroy our country. So please get out and vote for Christina Hagan for Congress. And you can return your absentee ballot today or just go out and vote early, which is the way I did it. I did it today also. But just go out and vote. As of immediately, you can go and vote in person. That's what I did today. So the youngest female state representative in Ohio history, Christina voted to cut taxes. She was very big, and I've given you the biggest tax cut in history, and we're going to do another one, another big one, if we are winning. And I think we have to say we're starting to. I just want to give you a little briefing. We're doing great in Florida. We're doing great in Ohio. We're doing great in North Carolina. We're doing great in a lot of these states. It's really incredible. I think maybe the debate, I don't know what happened, whether it was a good debate performance or the rallies that we're doing all over now, but we're leading, and you're going to see that very soon. It's all starting to come out. The other side's getting a little bit nervous, but it's a powerful party. But it's not a party of our values, and that's the way it is. Christina is a champion for America First and America First agenda. In Congress, she'll vote to support our police, safeguard your Social Security, which, believe it or not, you saw just today is under siege by certain Democrats, including Biden. Protect your Second Amendment, so important, and bring manufacturing jobs back to the United States. Christina and I stood with workers of the Delphi Corporation, and you probably saw that I just approved some very, very important steps to get them taken care of. They've been taken advantage of horribly by our government and by Obama and by Biden. Obama threw the workers truly to the wolves, and I signed an order last week as the first step to restoring the pensions and health care benefits that they were promised. And we're going to work with them, and we're going to take care of them. And Christina's going to be a big part of it. She's going to be working with me very closely. So we have to take care of people that were promised things. Delphi Corporation, what they did to these people. So I don't know. I guess some are in this district, but regardless, we're taking care of Delphi Corporation, and Christina's going to lead the charge. Her opponent, failed presidential candidate Tim Ryan, not a good person. I watched him, and you know, when somebody runs for president and then goes back to Congress, that means they don't want to be in Congress. He always talks about the worker, but he doesn't believe it. He was terrible. He failed not only as a presidential candidate, he failed to get any points. He had zero, and now you have him back, and he doesn't want to be there, and Christina does. He's a puppet of Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden's radical left party, which not Joe Biden, because Joe doesn't know anything about it. Joe is, let's face it, Joe's gonzo. Tim Ryan voted for the impeachment hoax. He talked about, oh, well, but then he voted like immediately for the impeachment hoax, and he opposed my tax cuts for Ohio families. He opposed almost everything that we put in. And one of the big things are the tax cuts. He opposed regulation cuts. All he does is talk, and he does nothing. But you do have to remember this. He ran for president, and he got zero. He was laughed off the stage. Tim Ryan votes in lockstep with Pelosi 95% of the time, and he votes with socialist AOC plus 3 94% of the time, which is, I think it's even higher than that, frankly. Tim Ryan supported the Democrats' outrageous assault on law enforcement. And I'll tell you something, you have some great congressmen in your state, and they're all for Christina. They do not like Tim Ryan. Jim Jordan is a friend of mine. Jim Jordan's a big fan of Christina, and the opposite of a fan of Tim Ryan. Jim Jordan is a star, by the way. He's another man who's just an absolute star, champion athlete, wrestler. A lot of people don't even know that about him. NCAA champion in wrestling. Tim Ryan supported the Democrats' outrageous assault on law enforcement and stands with a movement that calls out our great police and calls them out as racists, okay? He calls them out as racists. Tim Ryan and Joe Biden went to, and they fought hard to appease the domestic terrorists who riot, loot, and burn our cities. Christina is going to be with me. We're lockstep in putting them in jail, and we put a lot of them in jail. I actually signed a bill, 10 years in jail if you rip down a statue or a monument. And it's amazing how they don't do that anymore. So for Ohio, a state that's been really good to me, we won by a lot, and I guess we're leading by a lot. But you know what? Don't count on that. If you don't mind, get out and vote for me, too. But it looks like we're doing very well there. In fact, I hear they gave up in Ohio. But we need Christina Hagan in Congress fighting for our police and our safety and our jobs, our borders, and our God-given rights to keep and bear arms. And you talk about so many different things, pro-life. We just have now, Amy is going on the court in probably tomorrow. I think tomorrow we'll take our final vote. By tomorrow evening, we're going to have a great Supreme Court justice. And Christina has been with that all the way. We spoke about it on 3 separate occasions. So if you don't mind, go out and vote for Christina. Go out and vote for me. With your help, we're going to elect Christina Hagan to Congress. It's so important, and we're going to get rid of this fraud, Tim Ryan. He's a laughing stock all over Washington. Please remember, he got 0, okay? Usually I talk about people got 1. He got 0. He got nothing. All he does is talk. So get somebody great in there to replace him, and that's why I spent all this time making a call. I'm sorry to bother you for so much time, but she is really worth it. She's great. Christina Hagan, Ohio 13. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you soon. Special place, great state. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us tonight. To affirm your support for the President and Christina Hagan, press 1. If you are able to contribute $20 for this critical 2020 race, press 2. If you can volunteer your time to help our campaign win this district, press 3.